Hello, welcome. Let's get right to it. This is episode 4 of the PROi series, the PVM Rush on Iron Man series. Um, this is where we are right now. We've done our fire making and initial agility stint, and we're pretty much done with fire making until like endgame. I have no plans of maxing the account, so we're done with fire making. I don't have any plans to raise this any higher. Actually, I'll get back to that in a second. Everything else has kind of been passive. Of course, I've gotten wood cutting, fletching, and construction. I'm surprised at how high these two have gotten. But really, all we've done on this account is agility and fire making. So let's take a look at time played. 24 hours, like that's 36 hours, right? 24 plus 12. Um, I'm fairly happy where we're at right now. Um, the time played could have been a little bit better because I definitely zone out during agility. The vast majority of this came from agility. I was getting like 6k XP an hour even because it's just such a like yeah, I totally zone out with agility. So um, I know initially I said maybe I could have done Brimhaven. That may have been ideal because I could have like it would have been way faster, but then I would have lost Marks of Grace. So I was kind of juggling those two ideas. But anyway, that's where we are at right now. And where are we going? Well, we're going to the Wilderness course. We have 150k fee, and then I've researched mass worlds. I've done kind of like some Reddit research, looked at like I did a search for wilderness agility, saw some posts share their experiences. There is one sentiment that maybe Witch's House would be the way to go, so we can pad our HP. And then there was somebody who also said maybe even get prayer. I don't know if I want to get sidetracked and do that. I just want to start and see how it goes. So I think I'm just gonna go right now. But really, we're heading into the most difficult part of the quote unquote run. At least that's how I think of it. Like it's gonna um it's going to be very annoying basically with dealing with peak errors. But I think it's a very strong start though, especially when you're focused on PVM. One thing I've also vastly overestimated is the funds that I would get from Wilderness Agility. I thought actually I would walk away with like, um, I thought I would walk away with like 50 mil. Or no, excuse me, I thought I was gonna walk away with like 200 mil. That is absolutely not the case. I think I'll be lucky if I walk away with 20 mil. Um, yeah, I'll be lucky if I walk away with 20 mil. Let me adjust a few goals here. So we're going to change this to 75. And then we're also going to change this to 77. Or actually, no, not even 77, 76. I really just need 76 agility. And the reason why I want 76 is that way I can use the Cerberus shortcut. Initially, I know it needs 80, but I'll make some agility pots, and then he gives so many summer pies that I will I'll be oversupplied on the like summer pies, so I'll be fine with just 76. There is one other shortcut that is kind of nice, which is the Hydra shortcut. I'm just gonna accept not having that shortcut. It is what it is. 87 or I think 88 agility is just way too much. I do not want to do that. Um, so I'm gonna accept being at 76 agility. So that's gonna be um, uh, the goal. And then yeah, we've adjusted that. And then I did say 99 construction. Actually, I'm gonna lower this goal to 85 in the short term. This is way too much. Not like that. I've completely overestimated the funds, right? So we're gonna go with 85 construction. Um, and actually, frankly, I don't think I'm gonna have enough funds for 85 construction with this agility level. Um, we'll see how it goes, but between the deaths and all that, I am very, very sure we're not gonna get that. But yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's the plan, and I think we could just go to Varrock now or Edgeville and pull the lever, get the knife, and yeah. So let me go. But I'm just trying to think. So actually, you know what? I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna think some more on um, because whether or not I want 300k. But you know what? Actually, you know what? Let's just pull the trigger. We're gonna go over to. We'll make the 55k if needed, some other way. So let's just actually go, and we're gonna go to Edgeville. So let's go like this. So we're at the lever. Am I? Oh fuck me! It didn't give me the. Okay, this is not good. I thought it would give me a warning, man. Shit. Okay. Oh, what? This is probably fine. Um, do I have anything important? Okay, let me bank some of this crap, and I'm going to. Let's go to the mage bank. Then we'll think some more. My internet just had a hiccup, which is kind of scary as I'm heading towards the course. Okay, don't need this. I think I just need these two items. Unfortunately, I am gonna have to walk a bit. Okay, actually, I've just realized something. We're gonna have to go back to Varrock because there is some gear that this clan wants me to have as a runner. So I'm going to head back to Varrock and grab some chaps and stuff and a crossbow. Yeah, so let's go over gear up and then we'll go to the Edgeville one. Okay, doesn't look too bad. You know what? Okay, the first run is actually not even going to be an actual run. So what we're going to do is we're not, technically speaking, I could just get a feel of it. Like I don't have to pay the fee. I could just get a feel of the course and then see how much damage I'm taking, see what's going on, and then I'll do the official run later. So yeah, that's fine. During this practice run, am I going to get food? Like, when you're lapping, are you also getting food? 319 is where the boys are at. Okay. Alright, this is going to be something. This is so crazy. Um... Oh my gosh, okay. I'm dead. I'm so glad I didn't so glad I didn't play the The fee. That is so funny. Um. Oh my God. Okay, that's so funny. I just realized this is not gonna work. This is not the way to go. Um, fuck. I'll have to get more food. Oh, jeez. I am so. I'm honestly a little bit disappointed, like how fast I thought I would. What the fuck? What happened? Jesus. I'm just trying to get my bearings. Oh boy. Okay, so I think the play really is we have to solo this shit, man. Yeah, okay. I have an idea. We're gonna go solo, so not a problem. I'm gonna get out of this clan. Okay, you know what? I think I might want cakes. Yeah, you know what? I don't want to risk it. I'm gonna get cakes. Okay, level 5. We can go to Corrend and grab some cakes. Alright, grabbing some cakes. So knife, looting bag is what I'll get, then I'll get the tickets. Okay, I think that's all I need. Yeah. Alright. Some Narcon Rahim. Let's do this. Alright, we are actually going into Wilderness Agility. Okay, we are finally in now. I just still feel uneasy whenever I do it. I feel, yeah, I don't feel good. There's just a stress level. Your stress level's a little bit higher. Okay. Oh boy, I think I'm fucked. Oh boy, yeah. Okay, this is not good. This is not good at all. I need to think. Hello, welcome back. I've gotten some time to think. I just climbed up here into the bank and took a little break and have been gathering my thoughts. I want to get back to Wilderness Agility. Quickest way to do that is make another 60k, and the quickest way to do that is I've researched this method with steel plate bodies. So let me do that first. I'm gonna quickly make 60k using that method, and then we'll come back and we'll think some more on the next steps. So, geared up a bit, and have a little bit more levels. Oh god, I did not know I could get attacked by that. Oh, I kept all the plate bodies. But the fucking trick is what really sucks. Okay. This is so annoying. Oh my god. A huge problem. I came to this guy and I cannot trade him the steel plates. So I'm gonna try selling these steel plates somewhere else. Maybe does that person buy it at full price? Okay, let's see. Value. Okay. Okay. So we're saved. Now, this still is a huge problem because how am I going to sell my loot that I get from the course? Like, where do I sell that? Alrighty, so we're done grabbing the money back, and we have another 150k. And now we can go back to the wilderness course. I'm just thinking though, if I blow this again, I like how am I gonna get the money again? There is no easy option. Um, I certainly do not want to do the steel plate bodies again. So, um, yeah. I might if I die again, I will start a new account. Period. And what I'll do is I will start a new account, finish up with Winter Todd, and I'll get 300k that time, and then I'll decide what I want to do from there. Um, then we'll start playing again. Like we'll start like I'll pretty much do the exact same thing. I might do Brimhaven agility rather than do the rooftops. I don't really care about the stamina potions too much. But yeah, if I wipe again, I will start a new account and I'll get to the point where pretty much like literally the start of this episode, I'll get back to the start of this episode. So, because the start of this episode was heading to Wilderness Course, right? So, um, anyway, another thing that I'm thinking about is suppose I'm successful, like suppose I walk away with a million GP, right? Like a million looting bag. How exactly am I gonna sell that crap? Because I certainly can't sell it to Martin. So then I will have to like figure out getting. Oh man, like yeah. Actually, you know what? That's a problem that we may or may not. I don't want to spend the brain cycles at because we might fail. So let's go to Edgeville. Okay, I'm gonna go for one more run. Another thing that I will do though is I will be a little bit more quiet and focus. I was looking at my footage from the last kill, and I realized that if I just shut up and focus, I could have possibly not climbed that area. Like I saw the flash. So I'm gonna actually, you know what? I'm gonna focus up now. I'm gonna let the recording go, but I'm gonna focus up. Alright, so I had a good session, and I'm gonna call it now. I was hoping to get a rune drop before I leave, but I don't want to greed. So I'm gonna call it here, and I'm gonna get out of here. Ooh, nice run. Alright, okay, let's reflect, so I want to dump everything here. Let's do... So we have 600k in Elks here, right? Or whatever, however it's calculating that. Problem number one, how do I sell this shit? I don't know. I need to research, how do I get rid of this? How do I convert this to money so that I could actually um, go back, right? I can't go back right now. problem, quote unquote. Like, nah, actually, I'm not gonna worry about that. There were times where I was a little bit sketchy on my health. Like, the skeletons are really they kind of fuck you up. So there were times when, depending on how unlucky you get on the lab, you will lose out on food on a lap. So that was something that was kind of sketchy. I might take a break and just think a little bit, and then come back with my thoughts. So just give me a sec. All right, I'm back. Got a chance to think. What we're gonna do is 50 thieving. So 50 thieving is gonna give us access to sell all this shit. And yeah, we need we need a way to sell this stuff. So that's the only way that I could think of that will give us the um, max value for this stuff. So and getting 150k from selling these won't take too long, right? Because I'll sell like literally 5 of these, and I'll get 150k. So we'll get 50 thieving. It's gonna be a little annoying, but not a problem. I'm gonna head over to um, whatchamacallit, Current. So yeah, I'm gonna fast forward, and we're just gonna be stealing. Alrighty, I kind of zoned out and got a little bit higher. Just figuring maybe I could also grab some cakes, just get a full inventory. But we are now at 25 thieving, which is great. I'm now going to go to the fruit stalls. But yeah, I'm gonna be here until 50 thieving, which shouldn't hopefully take too long. Kind of annoying, but it is something that needs to be done. I need that. I need access to that shop. Is there? But is there any shop that buys rune kites for full price? I'm gonna mull on that. And I'll come back if I have an answer. Okay, I've actually found another thing. Okay, there's a shop in Narda that can buy rune chains, but it's often overstocked. So I think, I don't know why I didn't check this before, but there's also, can I teleport to Blast Furnace? Let me take a look. See if I can get there. No, okay, I need to unlock that first. Okay. What is the hell? Like, okay, the high alch is 30k, so I'm getting a little bit of a good deal. Yeah, cool. So now we have another entrance fee. Okay, so I'm gonna wrap this episode here, and we'll do a recap of what we did. Okay, so we learned a lot. So start of this episode, we were at Wintertodd. We went over to Wilderness Training. I went in a mass world to test it out. I died immediately. That was a fun time. Then I tried it again, and then I got 100k and I died again. At that point, I was very lost, and I was like, what do I do? So then I did steel plate bodies, got another 60k, went back, and had a good session. So I spent 300k total on the fees, but I walked away with um, about 600k in elks, which is a profit of 300k. So that is great. So we did good. Um, yeah, so we did good. Now then what happened was when I walked out with the elks with all this, I was like, okay, how do I sell this shit? I should have researched a little bit earlier, and I should have went to the shop in Narda, but I kind of got distracted, and I thought maybe I need to go to Martin Thwaite, and I began to train thieving in order to get there. But then I did more research, and I you know was able to find this shop. I'm gonna end the episode here, learned a lot, and then the next episode we're gonna head back to the Wilderness Agility course, and we'll be a little bit more prepared. We'll be a little bit more like we'll be doing it during off hours. Hopefully, I'll get lucky, and yeah, it'll just be a matter of me heading to the Wilderness Agility course and managing, and if when I walk out of there, trying to figure out a way to pay the fee. Depending on how far I get, I'll get some more rune chains. Hopefully I do. Hopefully I am able to walk away with at least 5 rune chains at a time. That way I can sell it to shop at Narda. And yeah, so as long as I can walk away with 5 rune chains at a time, preferably way more, that would be great. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. It's going. Like it was a bumpy ride, but we did profit 300k. So it's going well. I wanna be positive. It's going well. All right, take care. Bye bye.